Since the start of 2021, Dogecoin has been mentioned in comparison with some of the top cryptocurrencies in the world after having what we can call a breakthrough season. Its originally sizable crowd of investors has expanded over 100 times more than its number in 2020. It's not so often that we get to see a cryptocurrency make a sudden breakthrough. I mean, we have cryptos that have spent more time in the market than Dogecoin who are still in the under a cent valuation stage. What's more is that true value can't be hidden. People have been looking for a cryptocurrency with the same marginal potential as Bitcoin. This is where the comparison between Bitcoin and Dogecoin started. We'll talk about that extensively as the video progresses, but if you're looking for extra advantage on your crypto trading, you can capitalize on our 5% off offer on Binance. All you have to do is follow the link in the description and enjoy this offer. Welcome back to Crypto Line. We'll be talking about Dogecoin today and also looking at the latest Dogecoin price predictions. If you're watching a video on this channel for the very first time, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, leave us a comment, and turn on post notifications so that you always get updates whenever we post a new video. Since the onset of Bitcoin, whose origin still remains a mystery to this day, many asked questions about a relatively new cryptocurrency that offers to replace the archaic system of fiat currency transactions and replace gold as the primary reserve base of value for any fiat currency. Big dreams, right? But when Bitcoin started out, it wasn't a fairy tale ride and things weren't as smooth as they are now. After it became a blockbuster, the reaction that the newborn crypto industry met was massive. The potential of this was quickly realized and opportunities were suddenly abound. Many people seized the opportunity and leapt in headfirst to buy into the Bitcoin market. Others saw a bigger and better way to maximize the crypto space. The way to counteract Bitcoin's rising prominence was thought not to be having a crypto with Bitcoin's dexterity, but having coins that tend to have more utility purpose. The new generation crypto, which is majorly altcoins, were built in with specific features that aim to be better than Bitcoin. There was a recognizable hint that while many people were still averse to the long-term potential of Bitcoin, it was thought to be a good idea to have some coins that would ultimately attract those sets of people into investing since they would not invest in Bitcoin. Hence, most of the altcoins out there are mostly utility tokens serving one purpose or being an integrated part of an application. Bitcoin is a cryptocurrency that stood solely to serve as a currency, and that was the most utility that it was being used for. Generally, all altcoins have struggled, including the leading altcoin, which is Ethereum. Dogecoin, on the other hand, happens to be the only crypto having the same structure as Bitcoin and has been touted to be a viable rival for replacement for Bitcoin. It has an organic crowd of followers who have become convinced that the coin would reach greater heights. Its crowd of followers includes notable personalities such as Elon Musk, who happens to take the buck right off the bat. This man has proven to be a much-needed catalyst to the growth of Dogecoin in the few months spent in this year. His first major comment that sparked a smooth wave of Dogecoin was that he bought some Dogecoin for his son. This showed a degree of interest in the coin, and being close to topping the ranks as richest man in the world at the time meant his opinions mattered. Investor sentiments shifted massively towards the Dogecoin market, and the turnout was massive. There was an almost immediate spike in the price of the coin following that as people rushed in to buy it. The sensible assumption to expect is that Elon Musk has a holding of the cryptocurrency himself alongside that of his son. Though it wasn't revealed and it wasn't necessary either because the statement he released appeared to be more than enough for people to get right in. The best part of this was that the investors that got in were in it for the long run. People who are ready to make things happen and stick through every volatile period of the coin. Aside from that, there's been a considerable response by some celebrities who also openly supported Dogecoin, and Dogecoin attained what would be its first major high-profile utility medium in billionaire Mark Cuban's 5-star basketball team. Dogecoin was added right alongside Bitcoin as a means of paying for tickets to watch games. The coin's market trend took to the uptrend as a result. This was the kind of evangelism that Dogecoin needed. Through this, we have a fantastic setup from the get-go. The first reason why Dogecoin can become preferable to Bitcoin can be established from the Mark Cuban setup. Bitcoin has become exceedingly costly and it may have lost some of its attractiveness to common folks who are just looking to get in the game. People naturally would prefer a coin that gives them more value for little, and keeping it would put them in a position to actually get rich. Dogecoin, for one, is much cheaper, and you can get more of it on the dollar. One argument that's been going around is the fact that Bitcoin has gotten further away from the common folk whom it set out to liberate. It's become some sort of chess piece on the corporate game board. The news about institutional investors buying into a crypto seem to be the only thing moving things in the crypto market. And Bitcoin seems to be the subject of a large proportion of that attention. It's not hard to see why, but this also means that it gets more out of reach for people of lower status. It might be too late for anyone to wake up and decide to buy $10 worth of Bitcoin, and it would make no meaning in the long term. However, a coin with Dogecoin's potential can accommodate way more right now. Investors have mostly gotten to realize what power they have in the progress of a crypto, and if we look at the pump action of Dogecoin that followed the GameStop crisis, we can see investor interest at its peak. As a result, regular pumps, which are often followed by a much crazier dumping action, the Dogecoin pump action showed what hodling even after a pump can do to a crypto's price. Dogecoin's price shot up to about 8 cents on the charts and then almost tested a new resistance at 10 cents. The price fell to 7 cents and would stay there for a few weeks. The secret was simply that dumping action was so minimal or non-existent. There was also not much market volatility then to rock the boat. Things have been smooth sailing since then, especially with Elon Musk occasionally dropping further hints about Dogecoin. An analyst once said that Dogecoin's investors community have Elon Musk to thank for their fortunes. What would anyone expect from a coin that started out as a joke? The story has changed now, and Dogecoin has never attained a more serious outlook than it has. Dogecoin offers us a brighter prospect than even Bitcoin ever will. Not discrediting Bitcoin's future relevance, but later it will become less useful for you and I once the corporate giants take over completely. Its decentralization and influence of the miners can totally become a thing of the past. It won't be much of a fairy tale then, would it? Dogecoin is our second chance at life. To love a coin for the love of its value as a currency, getting to use it to buy things as simple as groceries, a pen, and paying house rent without stress. Now that's the dream. The value of Dogecoin as a currency will be with its holders and not overwhelmed by corporate moguls swooping around. It is undeniable that Dogecoin would attract its own fare of institutional investors, but the bigger picture is for the market to remain accessible for small-scale investors, like individuals or small businesses. They will own a bigger stake in the value of Dogecoin. One advantage that Dogecoin has over other altcoins is that its origin is not attached to any company or third party maintaining its blockchain. Hence, it can't easily be sued for regulatory infringement in its usage. It also can't be hacked, since its blockchain model has been compared to the likeness of Bitcoin and Litecoin as the case may be. Even though the identity of the original programmers who created Dogecoin is known, it's been clarified that he as well as his partner have no stake in the crypto, and they don't even have a large holding of it. It's totally out of their hands. Dogecoin is not being released into the market by anybody, just the function of its blockchain. This has particularly attracted comparisons with Bitcoin's origin. Bitcoin literally has no known creator controlling it. Dogecoin's creators no longer have anything to do with it. Hence, if any crypto is to be mentioned in the same breath as Bitcoin, it's Dogecoin. It's bound to appreciate in class and value as Bitcoin did, and we could see some exponential surges to marvelous heights. Most predictions set to identify a trajectory for Dogecoin in the months to come have been particularly bullish about its ascent. Taking a cue from its current price levels at around 5 cents, experts have formulated different price predictions about Dogecoin. In the short term, the target price set for Dogecoin is a spike back up to 8 cents. This move is highly anticipated within the intraday chart. That move would result in a much-needed move back up to the all-time high it achieved earlier this year. Experts have predicted its potential to hit another all-time high later this year, and they expect that Dogecoin would plant its feet firmly at a strong level above single-digit cents. The peak for that prediction has been set at half a dollar, 50 cents. That would mean a 10 times increase in the price of Dogecoin from its current price per coin. As a coin in the lower breaches, it's still well poised for a major mooning. A 10,000% increase in the price of Dogecoin would mean a hike of about 100 times its current price, which would place it at $5. It really isn't too much to anticipate as a price on the long term. We can truly get there. We hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and click on that notification bell so you get updates whenever we post new videos. What other exciting topics about Dogecoin do you want us to talk about? Let us know in the comments below. While you're here, check out some of our previous videos. Good luck and happy investing.